This cartoon episode is about the word slash sentence that the word music spells out. Each letter of the word music, each letter of the English alphabet spells out a distinct word. And that word spells out a sentence. And this is what, Little Rap Guy and Friends, this is what we're going to use to energize part of the ancient gaming system to fund it. And with our programming and the website. But we have so many, there's a lot of impositions with this. But we're going to learn what music spells. Mother, your C's, inherent consciousness. The word M spells mother. The word U, it's given an additional meaning. So this is where and how anything that's discernible as simultaneously a semi-nature relationship to the identity, not only that inventions work or not in relationship to it, into its identity of relationship to itself, which is distinct from itself, too invisible but discernible, and the value of that, which is distinct from that, but also non-distinct, invisible but discernible. The original Trinity is one identity of volumes, identity of relationship to itself, and the value of that increasing, self-generating. And that Trinity is inseparable from all parts of itself and from inside itself. So your complete identity has a whole bunch of different identities of cells, parts of your body that are complete. Simultaneously, they are a semi-nature relationship to your complete identity. And so this is the science we're about. It's science. We stay right on what is true always. For example, when we observe modern infrastructure of countries A through Z, where they say good things about it and where they say bad things about it, we're dealing with our quality of fact treatment nature here. And that where there was is the complete possession of that. And where that is simultaneously increasingly self-valued, being and having been blamed on other things other than themselves, with instances here that could have been used to demonstrate that. Instead, they were/are employed. Fact treatment nature impositions, for example, with the methods like pretending people are making allegations, the intelligence community discrediting legitimate information towards instances, leaving out legitimate information, uses of locations. So, forgiveness to allow someone with the quality of fact-cheating nature to tell on what really is exploiting recorded overtly criminally foreign influence locations, areas, and states. They bring up things associated with it, make it even worse, more undeniable. That like slavery, like reparations. How could they bring up reparations and not bring up that breaching method? Not bring up the need for injunctive reliefs right now. I'm not even a lawyer. Little Rap Guy and Friends, the YouTube channel of Anthony Wall. We're not lawyers. But we could tell. We have mandated law on our side. The only reason it doesn't is because the people that are purporting to have been speaking for mandated law have stayed unique victims, employed for unique reactions as victims. So it has everyone sickly, distinctly victims. Not just to have everyone not discern how sickly, non-distinctly. Not just to have everyone blame how not sickly, non-distinctly, blamed on other things other than themselves. So that can't be afforded. The value of that too. That's greater than just unity. It's unity with that same human longing, natural. Evolution science does not leave our ground. And so it is critical to understand how this is music science. We're going to examine how the notes of music, individually grouped and together, they have the phenomenon of how we're at one identity of volume. Its increase simultaneously is just like one cell could be its increase is simultaneously the increase of a cell nucleus, of a cell body, and of a cell wall. In other words, the increase of the value of that. So this is a value system in relationship to the 1/3 identities of sequence /5 identities of sequence simultaneous nature. For example, the order before the finite is valued distinctly, non-distinctly, and simultaneously, while as the value of the order of the finite now, which is distinctly, non-distinctly, and simultaneously distinct, simultaneous. Sequence simultaneous nature. So, for example, the parts on the computer, they're distinct, simultaneous natures. Sequence natures. They have to come in first to themselves, the logic and everything like that. Mm, Hello, this cartoon episode is about music. Mother Your Seas, inherent consciousness, music. Now, mother is not a verb, but we could get away with using mother as a verb, as they're visible but still discernible, is more immediately relevant and relative than anyone realizes. For example, the identity of relativity. This is relativity science. This is music science. Note that they have music theory and music, and they have the theory of relativity offensively to obfuscate this quality of fact human nature that little rap guy and friends are about overcoming with us to liberate, the cartoon value nature system, at least, and the semi-nature value nature system, which we'll address.
O long rendered legion, O long rendered legion, be tender to tribes.
State force practical unchecked with lies stays breach. Return to campus legion, tribe will teach.
Tribe. Tribe.
While the forward shadow hides the breach. Our tribes must teach.
Tribe.
Each modern nation fell. Each modern nation fell. It must always be the value of the tribes. Hello, this cartoon is about music. Little Rap Guy and Friends. This cartoon episode is about what is more finite than music and is greater than music, while as itself being the value of music, where music is value as nature / nature as value. Which, where, and how things are this is discernible per science, but it is not per the phenomenon of the sciences inherited only having been remembered, abridged since semi ancient times. This ancient republic then, became ill in semi ancient times, physically, because of where and how we are quality as fact treatment nature became affected by a human fact treatment nature breaching organized crime method, so to speak, worse than war crimes. All blame that which did and does unfold in relationship to this, the real causes of negative value nature progressions, acts, and natures, where nature is demonstrating them. The same nature that wants us, and we know, to speak and do over that, but not through an abridged system. That's why it's how it's demonstrating it. So, Little Rap Guy and friends, we're about evolution science, and this does not leave out ground, but it does not leave out sequence, the value of sequence true too, where and how we can observe